Hi, I met up with Cristina one more time because since we've announced the Women's Sexuality Retreat, I've been speaking to women in my community, and one of the women in my community actually had the courage and the lady balls to own something about herself. And she said like this: I am blocked in my sexuality. I wished I wasn't. I don't feel like doing anything right now. For me, coming to these events, it's a struggle, it's an effort, and I don't see myself doing it right now. And she proceeded to telling me a few things that were, let's say, worrying her or consuming her. So I told Cristina about these questions and these statements, and we're going to address them one by one.
Yeah, and we are sure that this kind of questions appear in every woman's head, let's say.
Yeah.
So it's good for us that your potential client was so open.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So the first thing that she said was, do we have to express in a certain way as women?
I would say that it's very important for a woman to be comfortable with her body and to know her body. And it doesn't matter how our body looks like. I mean, we don't have a standard, this tall or this, I don't know, this thin. It's
Or
about
the size of the breasts this big or this small?
It's about what we express ourselves when we are around people. It's something like self-confidence and acceptance, I would say so. Because my height, for example, is something that I'm not able to change, so why bother with that?
Yeah. Like Julian said earlier, I was checking my hair to make sure that it has a personality of its own. And his retort was, don't worry, you only have that hair. I'm like, yes, I know I have that hair, so why don't I accept it, you know? Like if it looks like this, it looks like this.
And one other problem, let's say so, that is typical for women is to compare with another woman. And this is not healthy for our self-confidence and for our self-love, let's say so, because we all are different and beautiful in the way we are.
One more comment that I have when it comes to women and expectations of feminine expression is, and I'll give my own example, I mainly stay in my masculine side. So I wear a lot of pants. Not that I don't like dresses, but for some reason in the city, I like to wear pants. I feel much safer. And I tend to work a lot on my masculine side. So I'm very proactive and I do things. Let me tell you one thing. I mean, I know that there are many men out there who haven't liked me for this. Boy, did I cry. But let me tell you something. Do you know how sexual the masculine side is? Do you know how pleasurable and beautiful it is? Because it's like, why would they even, like few people even went for me. I'm gonna say it, like, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I mean, I know there's a certain expectation that women be in a certain way. And I was like, okay, but hey, I used to climb trees and I had my hair cut short when I was small. And also about men. I find a lot, I like guys with long hair, a lot. And guys that are, they are more gentle in their expression. That's their feminine attitude, their feminine side. Do you know how attractive that is?
Yeah.
And if I ever, the guys that I liked in the past, if I ever told them, look, I see your feminine side, one of them he was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And his hair was cut short, he was really tall, really big. I fell for him when I sensed his feminine side. I never told him this. It's like, man, you're soft. I could smell it, and I found that the masculine body and the feminine traits of him, like he would sew. He had a lot of beautiful things about him, but that's when I fell for him. I never told him. He didn't like me back. I was like, okay, fine. But I want you, at least if you're listening to this, please consider that there's beauty in all sorts of expressions. You don't have to fall into a certain standard. With the clothes that you're wearing, the behavior that you're having, your passions and your hobbies, like what guy sews? that guy did. I liked him. I thought it was great.
Yeah, and if you are a woman that has a very big dream and wants to be, I don't know, a business lady, do that, because it's okay. The guys will like you. The right guys will like you, because our brain, it's part of our body. So we are whole when we embrace the feminine side and the masculine side.
The second concern that this woman had was about sexuality and the sexual expression. And her concern was, is sex just about penetration?
Yeah, when we are talking about sexual act, let's say, so we only think about the result and we only think about the physical act. But for a woman, it's even, let's say, more important what happens before. It's about her emotions and being comfortable with her emotions. I mean, maybe she has a bad day, or she's full of emotion, and in that state of mind and of body, sexual pleasure can happen if the her partner knows how to comfort her, knows how to speak to her. So it's, I wouldn't say that our main focus should be only on the physical act, especially for women.
Yeah. Like, if there's anything that is a must in sexuality, from my perspective, that is pleasure. Not penetration, not anything else, but just pleasure. And your sexual expression can come when you're eating. That's pleasurable. Yeah, there's something very erotic and very sexual about food and eating. And you know that there's the hashtag food porn. Yeah, there's something, there's a truth in it, yeah. There is sexuality in the way that you're dressing, and you don't have to, if you're a woman, you don't have to wear a short skirt, or you don't have to show cleavage, you don't have to show your entire back. That's not the only way in which you can express sexually through your clothes. You can be dressed up to here, and your clothes can be tight. Those can be sexual without revealing your body parts. They're hinting at them, or they're showing them in a different way, by the way. You can be dressed with very wide clothes, or wide fit clothes, I don't know, loose clothes. But when you move, because they move with you, they flow, they're fluid, that's also sexual. There are many ways in which you can express your sexuality without going into the obvious, into the cliche, into the standard, into the generally accepted.
Thanks God, I would say.
Yeah. Also, artists express their sexual energy in the way they write, they compose, in the way they sing, in the way they paint, in the way they dance. That's a little more obvious. In the way they sculpt. So, movie makers, yes, they can show a lot of erotic energy, and you don't have to do porn movies or femme porn or erotic movies in any way. No, it can be a general audience movie, and it can have something very erotic in it, in the way that it portrays a human being, in the way that it portrays a relationship and an interaction between two people, in the way that it shows you in nature. There's a lot of creativity, and there's a whole lot more to sexuality than just the penetration. So look at it from this wide perspective.
Yeah.
Our sexual energy is our vital energy. We're alive when we're expressing ourselves through our sexual energy, and that's no sin, by the way. Yeah. So the third question that this lady had was, do we have to have orgasm?
Let's say that there's no must in what concerns, I don't know, personal development or feminine exploration, let's say so. It's something that we would like, and it has so many advantages, let's say so. Yeah. But there's a whole process till that point. It matters the person we are with, our partner. It matters his level of knowledge of a woman, his level of empathy, compassion. I'm talking obviously from a woman's perspective. For me, it's very important, this part. Yeah. And I think that both men and women forget that a lot, that women are structured a little bit differently, that for us it's very important, the relationship, and for guys I would say that's a trick. Pay attention to that part of a connection, let's say. So not only the physical act and the climax.
Yeah. From my perspective, I'm only going to say, and I'll repeat it because I said it earlier, you don't have to have an orgasm. If you have to have something, that is pleasure and ease and relaxation with the person that you're intimate with.
Connection.
Yeah. Orgasm and other things, multiple orgasms. Yeah, they come by themselves. You just focus on pleasure. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Another concern this woman had was about self-pleasuring being a sin.
Yeah.
She said that she has many moments when she's single, so she's not dating anybody, and she's not expressing erotically in any way because she believes that self-pleasuring, or it was imposed, she feels it, as a sin.
Yeah, so much pressure on us.
Yeah.
I would say that it's important for me as a woman to know myself, to know my body, to know what pleasures me, to know what makes me feel happy, and then I can share that with my potential partner. And if it happens that in this time of my life I'm single, that doesn't mean that one side of myself should be cut out, or that I'm sinful if I enjoy my body, or not so much. As you said, pleasure comes from eating something that you like, from the passion that you put into your work, from many kind of, but the women, I would say, we are not used to self-satisfaction, to understand our personal needs. In our mind, it's always about the other. And that is not healthy, especially when we are single women. Yeah. And be free to explore that side. What
I would say is that I wouldn't look at it from the perspective of sin, I would look at it from the perspective of pity. It's a pity of yourself and of the entire sexual energy. You are a sexual being. You're born, you're alive, you're a sexual being. So it's a pity to not use this part of yourself, to not let it express itself. Our sexuality is what gives us our vitality. Let's own it. And why cut this out? Why just because somebody outside of us says something that, oh, it's a shame in front of God? God didn't give us this part of ourselves. Yeah, God, universe, creator, whatever you believe in, so that we would cut it down and shove it under a rug and that's it. No, use it, enjoy it. I want to, like, the way I told to this woman, I think you're wasting your years, and it's a pity of yourself. You're young, you're beautiful, and you don't have to have somebody. I mean, if you don't find compatibility with somebody, but you're wasting your years being shut down for nothing. And when you open up in your sexuality, you're much more confident in your work life. I mean, you go for things, you have more guts, you have more courage to put a project out there, to ask for a raise, or to do something to get a raise. Yeah. To go out there and explore and meet other people. It gives you this confidence. Build it, foster it, cultivate it, grow it. That's what I'd say.
And ask questions. They are very useful for all of us.
So these are the questions that I got from this woman, and the concerns. And it was a very delicate conversation because I was face to face with her. And I hope that no matter what you are, man, woman, looking at this, you don't necessarily have to come to the retreat that we're organizing or any other events around sexuality. I mean, as long as you're allowing these ideas to open up some perspectives for you, then I think
we've done our job.
Yeah, we've done our job, and hopefully you will get something good out of this and make it grow in other parts of your life.
You will be inspired, of course.
Yeah,
for sure.
For those of you who are interested and you want to make this, I would say, let's say leap for your own life, then the details about the retreat are under this video. Reach us through the forum, and we'll talk to you, and hopefully something good will come out of your coming to this retreat for your own life.
Yeah, see you later.
Yes, so thank you, and see you in August. Bye.